Number 30. It's got a bunch of ugly looking graphs and it looks all extremely confusing. And the question is, which one of these graphs has the smallest y value at a large x value? So really, we covered this when we covered the topic of end behavior. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So, which one dies off the fastest? As x gets bigger, which one would you suspect the y value would be the smallest? H. Yep, that's the right answer.
Also, is whatever one is like their y
Y
intercept
value?
is okay.
No, not y-intercept. It's not the y-intercept.
Okay.
It's at x is equal to really far out here, like way over here. Which one do you think will be the lowest? And you can see h dies much quicker than everything else.
Okay.
Let's talk about each of these functions. What kind of graph is f? Sophia, I'm on page 48. It's question number 30. Yes, you're right. F is a linear function. It's a line. What kind of graph is G? Sophia said it. It's a cubic function. Yes, you're right. It's a negative cubic function. What kind of graph is J? Parabola. It is a negative quadratic function, also known as parabola. What kind of graph is H? It's an exponential. It's an exponential that's flipped upside down. It's not exponential decay, it's actually exponential growth. It's just flipped upside down. The C value or the A value is negative. And when I say A value, I don't mean the A that we used in class. I mean the stretchy term is negative. Got it? That's the answer.
Okay.
And here's another answer is exponentials will always beat power functions. Always. Exponentials will grow faster or die faster or shrink fast. No, not necessarily shrink, but they will in terms of growing or dying, they will always beat power functions. Like x to the 100th power doesn't have a chance against x, or like 5 to the x power when you're talking about really large numbers.
Yeah.
Okay? So why is h, so Sophia is asking, why is h the correct answer? Do you want to answer that? How come h is the one that's right?
It dies faster.
Because it dies the fastest as x gets larger.
Okay.
What I mean by die is it goes to the negative. It goes negative faster than everything else. Because that's what it's asking. Which one has the smallest y value? The smallest y value means the most negative. Oh. What you're thinking is, yeah. Small means most negative. What you're thinking of is the closest to 0. That would be something to do with absolute value. If you're talking about the distance from 0.
Okay, so when it's
Remember that? You remember how it comes, how it all comes back on itself?
Yeah. So when it's in terms of this, it's just which one goes negative first.
That's what I'm reading as x.
Okay.
As if x is bigger than 100, so we're saying x is really big. What is the smallest y value? I interpret the smallest y value as the one that's most negative. If they were all positive numbers, then I would say, yes, it's the closest one to 0.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Just which one is
Which one's the
lower
lowest
on the graph?
on
Okay.
the totem pole of Y? All right, cool.
Alright.
That one was not hard.